man, did I screw up. Can you see it? I'm going to show you what I did. Anyway, in the meantime, just doing the final buff on this. I'm going around it again with the wool pad. And then I just was working on my mistake there with the old Harbor Freight glue puller. And yeah, before I tell you what I did, I'm going to ask a favor of you all. I'm going to put a link in the description of a YouTube channel or a video on that channel. If I just do the video, go to the channel, subscribe please. Watch the video that I link and encourage her to keep making videos and subscribe and give feedback on, comment on the video, ask questions, do whatever you need to do. It's not too often that someone asks me for advice on YouTube because my channel sucks, but I'd like to help if I can. So yeah, check it out. Anyway, it's another day now. Please check out that channel in my description. I'll link the video if I can figure it out. Comment, subscribe. And what happened is when I was moving this hood, I was impatient and needed to carry it and put it up on a stand by myself. And this thing is huge and weighs 10,000 pounds. And so I was grabbing onto it and had my hand like around this lip of the inner structure. And in doing so, carrying it and supporting it from there, it had pulled down on the skin and put a dent in the middle of that area on that side of the cowl over there. And I didn't notice that until I was painting it. And at that point, it you know, I wasn't too worried about it. This hood, you know, as I've mentioned before, was a huge pile of garbage, and I thought it would be fine. And it turns out it was just a little worse than I thought. And when I got it cleared, so anyway, I have a Harbor Freight. This thing actually works pretty good. The Pittsburgh crossbar dent repair kit. This is a glue tab puller. It has a little deal you glue on, and it's got a couple feet and a stud in the middle. You tighten that and you can pull up on the... Anyways, I pulled it up. And I pulled it up actually too far to where it was sticking out a little bit, because you know when you release the pressure it's going to go back down. Anyway, I did that twice. Was worried I was going to pull, you know, the Bondo or the paint off the car. Since I did these stripes twice, I thought, well, I don't know how good the adhesion is there. Maybe one of the layers is going to pull off. Anyway, I pulled on it good, and I could barely get the glue tab off. It was stuck so good. But I got it to where you know, it's good. Definitely good enough. And it's definitely not worth repainting the hood over. Not to mention the fact that this hood's gonna have to be taken off the car to put a motor in it anyway. And these things are so big and heavy. Who knows what's going to happen with this down the road, but luckily that's not my problem. I'm sure they're going to be careful with it. I mean, obviously I know they're going to be careful with it, so I shouldn't worry about that too much. But stuff happens. Yeah, it's just kind of the deal. It's going to have to be taken off. So, I mean, I spent a bunch of time aligning it and everything. So I guess you could mark the bolts. And anyway, that's how I messed this up. It's good. It's fine. I've had other people over. I've tried to show them. I've been like, man, did you see that? Did you see that dent in the hood? And they're like, they can't find it. You'll be able to see it. It's just a little wave now. I mean, these hoods are usually wavy. Anyways, this hood is actually way nicer than most, I will say. So I just wanted to tell that story to get people to click on the video, because people won't watch unless they think something bad happened. So very bad things. Anyway, this car is pretty much what I consider to be finished. It's all buffed. I just gotta fill it full of parts and put the wheels back on. And yeah, like I said before, there's probably gonna be... How's it dirty already? There's probably going to be stuff, you know, the paint is not all 3 months old, or however long it takes, 6 months, whatever it's going to take for the paint to fully cure. It's going to keep drying up. Probably for the next 6 months or so. So I would just finish the car, let it sit, don't worry about anything paint related, and once the car's done, maybe take it somewhere and have a final buff and a ceramic coat done or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, so anyway, I mean, I don't want to, you know, everything looks better on camera. Everybody knows that. I will say this is pretty good. I will also say it was also painted in a garage. So always just keep that in mind. Lighting wasn't perfect. Nothing was perfect. We're in a garage. I did everything I could do to make this come out as good as possible. And I will say I tried my hardest on this, probably over anything I've done. It's just the environment I'm in. Stuff happens. And there's a few things on the car that I see that aren't perfect, that I'm not necessarily happy with. Whether anybody else will ever notice them, I don't know. But hopefully, even if you do notice them, you're like, that's just part of the deal. I mean, nothing's perfect. I've yet to see a perfect job yet done anywhere. So, any case, I'm gonna put these wheels on and get it off these roller things and get it over to the side and fill it full of parts, and it's gonna be ready to go. So I've been messing with this a little bit today. Got the door weather strips in. The AC box hung up there just so you know it's there. Is there a laying in here somewhere? It's dark in here. When I was getting some of the parts, oh yeah, the wheels. Did I show the wheels on? I can't remember. Anyways, when I was getting some parts out, or the AC, or whatever, I found this in his box of stuff. So even though I'd already painted, I kind of painted the old one. I cleaned it up a little bit. Anyways, that cowl is really dirty right there. I just noticed. I'll have to clean that up. I was going to show you how nice the hood shot, but anyway, clean cowl. Remember that. If I don't do it, sorry, it's dirty. So yeah. Trunk weather strip, I'm not going to put it in. Those glue in, and they're cut to length, and I just honestly just don't want to mess with that. The bump stops are in the trunk, and it latches tight, so that's not an issue. The doors, weather strips I wanted to put on because I didn't want the doors rattling around. Even though they technically have bump stops too, they still weren't fitting tight like they are now. So yeah, should be it. I'm gonna head it out in the sun. Looks pretty good. Didn't get any video. I'll get it out there again before it leaves. I saw some swirls and the black stripes on the trunk, so I'll maybe hit that with the orbital before she goes. And we're basically done here. The car is lower on that corner, next to the wall there, and it will actually rub on the tire, which I noticed when I first got here. So I might turn that coilover up. Even though both coilovers are adjusted at the same point right now, I might raise that corner just to get the quarter panel. I don't want it bouncing and sitting on the tire and rubbing it in the trailer. So yeah, that's about it for now. I said there's only going to be one more video on this car, but so this might be it. I might get some footage of it getting loaded up in the trailer. Other than that, there should be a wrap. I don't know why I'm showing it so much in the dark. But you can only show the same car for so many times over the last year and a half or so. Maybe a little over that. Everyone knows she's straight and has a so-so paint job. So there you go. Oh, the things I was kind of concerned about as far as the paint goes, out in the sun, it looks perfect. So just so you know, if you see something in the paint when it's in your garage, don't worry about it. Put it outside in the sun. Perfect. As you can see, I stole the wheels from this car and put them on mine, and then vice versa. They may look the same, but they're not. But that led to finding out that these wheel bearings are no good, and not really sure what's going on with them. But there's something wrong here. This bearing is bent. They have these new seals with some old style taper bearings. I don't think the right stuff is together here. So I ordered the right stuff from Curry, so we'll wait on that. And then we can put this back together and I can show you how sweet it looks with those 305 tires on them. These are 295s. And those are 305s, and they actually fit. For some reason they fit on this car. They don't really fit on this car. Yes, the wheel lips are cut on this one, and they're not on this one. But still, there's way more room on this car for some reason. This car has a 9-inch in it, but it's the like, you know, the right width for the car. So without measuring them, I won't really know for sure why they fit better, but in any case, these are on here now, and thanks to Mel and 80s Performance, I will have these on here now. I'd show you how sweet that. I wish I should have took some video of it before we took the axles out. Looked pretty sweet. And because I'm weird, I like how it looks without the center caps, so I'm going to run it like that. I may get some smaller tires for the front. You can see how they kind of balloon out a little bit. They're just a little bit too big, I think, for that wheel. These ones, they look better, but they're almost like a little too small. These are 245s, these are 275s. Maybe I'll get some 255s. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave these on there. I mean, they're here. In any case, that's going to wrap this up. And hopefully get some bearings back on here soon and, you know, drive it before summer's over. This will probably be here for a couple more weeks. I might do a little more polishing on it here and there as I notice things, but pretty much it's done.